These are all for special people in my life. That's the one for Dad. I haven't taken this off since he died. I have to take off most of my bracelets when I go through TSA, but that's the one that doesn't come off. Growing up with my dad, I realized how much he was kind of protecting us from the burden of his disorder. He was not going to let hemophilia interfere with his life any more than it had to. Of course, being the daughter of someone with hemophilia is very different than being a mom. Hemophilia is when your blood is missing one of the proteins that is necessary to form a stable clot. He was bleeding, actively bleeding more days than he was not. So he lived in daily pain from the arthritis that those damaged joints causes. It was a very large part of our lives, but not always a bad part.
One of the key inspiring moments that I had was we had Jane and her son help us to understand what hemophilia was like. He actually showed us what it was like to infuse. It just was so inspirational and motivated us to really, work even harder to try to get these products to patients who needed them most.
In hemophilia, the problem is these kids have to inject themselves 2 or 3 times per week. If you have kids, you know how difficult it is even just going for one shot. The treatment has improved significantly, but I would not say that it is where it should be.
Patients are really at the center of everything that we do, and I think that really helps inspire the teams to, continually push forward.
I truly feel I could not work for a company that I didn't think really walked the walk. And it's easy to say that you're patient-centric and you're patient-focused. But I have found in my role at Sanofi that truly is at the core.
So we should represent the world and the population out there. And so having women represented in the pharmaceutical industry, it is just a representation of patients out there and families out there. We are all mothers, sisters, daughters of someone.
My first interaction with the patient population, I saw little kids who were the age of my son. And I was like, what if it was my son? If you are a female and if you have children, then if you're working on some disease which is associated with children, it has a significant impact.
Part of my father's strength and positive attitude came from his mother. She was a single parent raising 3 children in a generation where there weren't a lot of single parents. Wonderful, strong woman. And she would say, I remember back then, I can fix a bleed, but I don't know how to fix like a broken spirit. I do want to say how important hope has been over these years. What got us to tomorrow was the hope that something would change. And now, with my son 28 years old, I am starting to see the change that I was hoping for so many years become a reality. I'm thrilled that I'm part of such an exciting time and really hope that in the future, the hemophilia community will have the right medicine at the right time so that their life is all that they want it to be.